Okay, this is for day 7 for Iready packet, which is page 13. Um, so today's day 7, page 13, and it should look like this, understanding percents. Now for our first problem, it says Emma is saving for a bicycle that costs $300, right here, $300. This month, she reaches 60% of her goal. If this is 100%, 60% has to be like this halfway, maybe a little bit more, so most likely here. Label and shade the bar model to show her progress. How much money has she saved? So first, whenever they give you a line like this that says 100%, in order to find out how much each line is worth, you have to divide it by how many lines are in between 0 and 100. So we would go 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines, 5 lines. We count that last one. So we divide it by 5. And when we do that, sorry about that. When we do that, don't worry about this. We get 20. That means that each line is worth 20. So this would be 20%, 40%. It's going up by 20s, 60%, and 80%. Um, so it says shade, label and shade the model to show her bar progress. So she has up to 60%, so it's up to here. But the thing is that we don't know how much money that is. So again, because we divided this side by 5, we have to divide the other side by 5, meaning if we divided 100 by 5, we have to divide 300 by 5. And that'll tell us what its skip counts on top. We're going to divide by 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 300. It's going to be 60. So that means that it's $60 for each one. So 60, 120, and skip counting by 6. 6, 12, 18, add the 0. 6, 8, 6, 12, 18, 24, add a 0. 30, add the 0 right there. So if how much money has she saved? If she only has 60% reached so far, she has $80. She has $80 saved. Let's go to our next one, number 2. It says Justin needs to make 80 illustrations for an art book. He has made 40% of the illustrations. Make a bar model to show his progress. How many illustrations does he still need to make? Now for this one, he needs to make, he needs to make 80 illustrations for an art book. Oh, that is terrible. So if I made it like a double number line, his goal is to make 80 illustrations. 0 illustrations. And if he made 80 illustrations, that would be 100%. Now for this one, we can make lines and divide it, but it depends. Like, what number can we divide the 80 into? Like, we could divide it by tens, so we can have like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. I'm sorry. We could make it skip count by 10 illustrations, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. But that means we would have to have 8 lines. We can't divide 100 by 8 evenly, so we're not going to do it by that. So maybe we can do it by 20s, like let's say we go 0, 20, 40, 60, 80. So 0, 20, 40, 60, and 80. And when I do that, look how many lines I have. From here, we go 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4 lines. That means we can divide 100 by 4 lines, or 100 by 4. When you divide 100 by 4, you get 25. That means that each line would be 25. Skip counting by 25. So these are my percentages. And on top, we're going to divide 80 by 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to divide 80 by 4. When I do that, I get 20. That means that it goes up by 20 illustrations each, 20 at a time. 80. Now it says she's only made 40%. See how we don't have 40%? That one's not, this illustration is not going to work. So we're going to have to go back and divide the 100 into something that will hit 40%. Now the last one had 40% and it was skip counting by 20%. It had 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're actually going to do that 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth line. And it goes up by 20%. This is our percentages. Now up here, we have to divide the 80 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines. That happens, we get 16. That means the skip counts by 16. See, that still doesn't work. I did that math wrong then. 16, 32, 48. Oh, I added it wrong here. So 48, 16 plus 48, 58, 64, and then 80. And if you can't do that in your head, sorry, like I did, you can use a calculator. So you can do 16 plus 16, 32 plus 16, 48, 64, and 80. Now it says she has made 40%. 40% is right here. That means how many illustrations does she still need to make? She's done 32 if she did 40%. She needs to make 80. She needs to make 80, but she only has 32 done. How many more does she have left to make? She has 48 more illustrations to make. Illustrations to make. Okay, now let's go to our last one. It says in a classroom of 28 students, 75% of students have met their reading goal. Label the double number line. How many students met their reading goal? What fraction of 28 students met their reading goal? So let's make this one first. We have 100%, right? We start from right here. How many lines do we have all the way to 100? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 lines. So we need to divide 100 by 4. When we do 100 divided by 4, we get 25. That means it's going to skip count by 25%. Now 28, we need to divide it by 4 lines as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we do 28 divided by 4, we get 7. So on top, the students skip counts by 7. Now it says, the first question, how many students met their reading goal? In the classroom of 28 students, 75% of students have met their reading goal. 75% have met their reading goal. That means only 21 students have met their reading goal. Now, next question. What fraction of 28 students met their reading goal? What fraction? So for example, if I start at 0 here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the students that met their reading goal. What fraction part would that be? How many parts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's fourths. And how many actually met their goal? Which part of the fraction? 1, 2, 3. Only 3/4 of the students met their reading goal. Let's see. Of the students, well, I can't do it. Of the students met their reading goal. Thanks for watching.